What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about why I'm buying Kena Bridge of Spirits. The time is near, my friends, a game that I have been pumping up and talking about here and there on this channel ever since it was first announced last year. If you guys are new to the channel, you may need to know this, that I have been a massive fan of this game. I'm very, very much looking forward to it. So this is kind of my series where I talk about my last second kind of thoughts on a thing before that thing releases, and that thing right now is Kena Bridge of Spirits. Now, it doesn't release tomorrow, it doesn't even release this week. We still have a little bit more waiting to go, but August 24th is the day this releases on PS4, PS5, and on PC. So you do get to play it in a couple different places. And again, I mean, the word pumped is probably going to be used quite often in this video because I am very pumped. I'm very excited to finally be able to play this game. It's not the most expensive game of all time. I believe it's $40, so that is not bad in my opinion whatsoever for the kind of game we're getting. The first thing that stands out to me about a game like this is its look. It absolutely looks beautiful. I've said it before, I'm a sucker for these kind of games. Whenever a game comes out with this kind of art style, you have to try really hard to make me not buy your game. I'm just gonna naturally be more interested in it. And really, to be honest with you, we don't know too much about this game. Even at the time I'm recording this, I really hope we get like a Sony State of Play. When they do, I know they're gonna probably do like an actual thing where they'll show God of War and Horizon, but I mean, what they've done in the past, where they do a 5, 10, 15 minutes, somewhere in that range, event that's just one game, and we get to, the developer kind of talks over the gameplay. I want to see that because visually stunning, story looks fascinating, but we honestly don't know too much about it at all. Gameplay looks really, really good. Actually looks a little bit deeper than what we've seen. They've talked about the game. Like, we've had details about how the game is going to work. We've heard details about how the DualSense controller is going to work. Now, that's obviously a PS5 only thing, but we've heard stuff, and we've seen glimpses of gameplay here and there in the trailers and in the presentations that they've shown, but not all that much. Like, overall, the game has stayed very, very quiet. I don't have any problem with that, but still, you kind of go in there with, okay, we don't really know too much about the story. We know a little bit about the gameplay. We don't know how long this game is going to be, and for spending $40, I have to be fair. Like, I know this is a day one buy for me, and trust me, I want each and every one of you guys to buy the game. I do think there's a group out there, and what makes me really happy about this game too is when I've talked about it online, sometimes you'll see people, I have seen people even in my own community, even outside the community, when they talk about their most anticipated games that's still coming in 2021. Kena is on that list, or it's at the top of that list. That makes me really happy because a game that is, I talk about it as if it's this, next level kind of thing, like this revolutionary thing. But this is a smaller game. This Ember Lab, this is their first, I believe, because they do more like movie kind of things. I believe it's a brother tandem that kind of runs the thing. This is their first time doing this. So is there a possibility that they mess up, that there's mistakes in this? Yeah. Is it possible that maybe the story shines what's fun, I was going to say, story shines, gameplay doesn't shine. Possible. At the same time, though, the gameplay does look very good. Reminds me very much of like a Breath of the Wild or just Legend of Zelda in general, right? I like it. I really, really like it. And I think it's going to be just fine. Really, the thing that kind of comes through to me the most is the word impressive. Everything that I see about this game, or every time I see it, every part of the trailer, whether it be a gameplay or the visuals of what she looks like, all that stuff, I'm really, really impressed by it. So, again, there's not too much you can say. There's really not, and especially for a video like this where I'm just trying to almost convince you to buy the game, there's even less to say. I'm getting it. I've said it since day one, right? And look, if the game sucks, it sucks. I'll call it out. It's just, at least, I'm sticking with what I've thought this entire time, and hopefully you guys respect that. And then, like I said, we'll see. Well, if the game comes out, I'm gonna call it for what it is. I'm a pretty honest person. You guys probably know that by now, but I'm ready. The only thing that kind of worries me about this game is it comes out and it's part of the quote-unquote problem. I mean, it comes out just in a mess of releases. There are so many things that release in like a 10-day range, in late August. You got like Hades, you have Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut, you have Psychonauts 2, you have the game 12 Minutes, which I'm a huge fan of that I can't wait to play. You have this game, you have Aliens Fireteam. That's 6. I'm getting all 6. I could actually be missing some, but that's 6 games releasing, I believe, within 12 days of each other. So, I mean, they're just all coming out, and that's tough. That's tough for a game. Now, is it good for, like, variety? Yeah, and will one of those games not interest you and maybe another one will? Yes, I'm honestly hoping Kena is that game. You know what I mean? Because if it's not that game, it's going to get buried. It's going to get buried below all of the other things. Ghost of Tsushima is going to probably be that thing. Specific, and I only mention it because of PlayStation, right? It's going to be that PlayStation thing that a lot of people are talking about because it comes out 4 days before this. A lot of the other games, 12 Minutes, that's an Xbox exclusive. Psychonauts isn't. It's for all consoles, but it's a Game Pass game. So, like, you may be hearing about all these things, and Kena may be pushed aside. That's why I'm hoping that this game, like, knocks it out of the park. You know what I mean? It has to have something special, I think, to get people to buy it. And to me, again, the biggest thing out of all of it, the music, by the way, is really good from what we've heard in the trailers. The biggest thing to me is the visuals. It looks it looks next level visually. I cannot believe it, and I love everything about it visually. Everything else is a little bit more of a mystery, but they already have me hooked. All they need to do is kind of keep me there now, right? So let me know, guys, in the comments below. What do you think? Are you buying this game? Are you buying any of the other games in the August, that little stretch we have? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, leave a like. I will be covering Kena quite a bit throughout the month of August. I cannot wait. I'm going to try to do weekly videos, if not more, and as we get closer, I probably will do more. We'll play the game. I'll live stream it. We'll make videos on it, so loads of coverage on Kena, as well as all of the other games that come out during that time. So again, make sure you guys are subscribed. All of my other social media stuff is in the description below. My Twitter, my second channel. We have a Patreon and YouTube memberships that are there as well. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you all on the next video.